So today I'm spending a lot of time in the car because we've had this issue with the car for months where there's a fuse blowing, and it's the fuse that's related to the fan blower, the heat, the air conditioning, the defrost, and also to the radar, the lane detection system, and the collision prevention all together. So that is the fuse that's blowing. And originally we solved the problem by using a higher grade fuse. And that worked great until it didn't. So what we finally ended up doing was giving up on that idea because it seems like a big fire risk and unwise. So what I did to solve this problem, and one of the issues is we live in the middle of nowhere, and it's hard to find someone to work on the car, and I don't know the nearest Toyota place even. It must be at least 2 hours away. And to get there to drop the car off for any length of time is kind of unreasonable. And even though I'm in Boston about once a month, even that would take too long for me to do. The dogs are not very pleased that I'm in the car because they think they're going to go somewhere. But what I did was I bought a fan for the car, a replacement part. So hopefully what this means is I'll be able to replace the fan and have no more problem with the fuse. Because what was happening is we noticed the fan was making noise. It had a bit of a smell that reminded me of kind of a rubber. When I was a kid, I had a rubber spider, something this big, and it smelled of asphalt. Probably very unhealthy. But that's what the fan was kind of smelling like for maybe a month before we started to have the fuse problem. And yeah, so I will let you know how this goes. Well, I did it. I finished. And this is the old one. You can see it's got obvious issues. There's a bunch of dust inside. It was probably rubbing, I don't know, the ball bearings. Apparently, from what I've read, or what goes. So now the new one's in there, and I'm going to replace the fuse, see what happens. Okay, it worked. So the car not only starts up, but you'll see there's a temperature. There wasn't a temperature before. And you know what else there is? Fan. It blows. It doesn't make air. I mean, it doesn't make noise. And we've got AC. And let's see if we have heat. Yep, we have heat. So, I think we solved the problem. And I'm very excited because going into winter with long drives without defrost is very difficult, and I know from experience. So that is wonderful news. We are psyched, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I can't believe it. Yay.
We have escapees. So the fence got knocked down, and these fools are loose, and I gotta get them back in. But they're in a very inconvenient spot. All right, I might walk them around the whole structure here. Oh, don't get tangled. If you go over to that side maybe, because I'm just gonna walk them that way. I think it's easier. Nope, don't go through. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Sillies. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Open it out and then make it like a wall. Go that way. What's the issue? It's just tucked into the thing. All right. So we're coming that way. Come on, girls and boys. Keep it going. Keep going. Yay! That worked out.
Everybody?
Yep, they're all back in. So basically my issue is that the fence is not turned on. Because everything grew up and it was shorting out all the time. So this week I must get this fence back up and get the electricity back on, because the geese have been pulling at the netting. Hey, chicken noodle. They have been pulling at the netting, and I think they pulled over the little section next to the coop in the back. When I came out, it was collapsed. And, you know, as you saw, there was a goose and a bunch of the ducks over here. So we'll fix that. Not a big deal. But the grass, you can see how the grass, it grows up and touches and shorts it out. So I have not had it turned on in weeks because I've been busy. I guess that's my excuse. I've been busy. So we will fix this problem. What I would like to do is move the fence over a little bit and encompass some of this green, because I know the geese will love a little bit of green grass and they'll mow that right down. So I will plan a fence moving in the next few days and get the weed whacker out here and clear a path for the fence. Thanks, Sharon, you're the best. But yeah, life on the farm here. It's so pretty. We just had some rain, so everything is really, it's so cool and lovely. And look all around. Love it. So beautiful here. Hey everybody, I'm out here in the driveway garden, container garden, and last week I had mentioned how the chickens keep breaking my elderberry bushes. So what I've done is I have saved the little branches that broke off, and I put them in a little jar of water on the windowsill, and they have rooted. So today I'm going to pot them up. And very easy to root an elderberry. So let's check this out. This cute little jar Darren found in the bottle pile. But if you look, we've got some good roots. And they've only been in here a couple weeks maybe? So I've got two that are really rooted. Let's see. One should go back in the water. This one's pretty small. I don't know if it's going to root. We'll pop you in the water. But these two have a good enough root system that I can pot them on. And I've got a little pot here. Super simple. We're just gonna make a little hole. I'm gonna pop one in. Bury it up. I'm gonna put them both in the same pot. They're very small. They should be fine together. Bury you up. And we're gonna give y'all a good watering. And I'll keep them pretty moist. But yeah, there we go. Very simple to root an elderberry bush. And I'm gonna have so many elderberries I won't even know what to do with it. So yeah, so if you want to make more plants, it's pretty simple. Just take some cuttings, put them in water. They root pretty fast, and then just pot them on. You can also just stick the cut branches in soil, and they will. That's how I rooted the original ones. I bought them on Etsy, and they just came as little wooden little sticks, and I rooted those. They took a lot longer to root that way, but these ones that are leafed out root really quickly in just water. So, little tip for the day: easy to root an elderberry bush. I'm out here by the piggies. Oh, they heard me. They heard me coming. Hey, ladies. And I have some fallen apples that Darren gathered this morning. We were trying to research what type of apples we have here, and I think these are ginger gold. But these were on the ground. They're slightly starting to, get soft and have been chewed on by squirrels. So we're just going to give the piggies a snack. Whoop. Here we go, piggos. So tasty. Happy little tail wagging. Hey everybody, I am out here in the chicken coop. I came out to gather some eggs and discovered something cool I want to share with you in a second. But first, let's look at the girls. I've got 3 girls in the nest boxes, and I don't know what we have for eggs. I see an egg right here. Ooh, that's a big one. That, I believe, is from the Sapphire Gem. I saw her in there this morning. That's why I came back to gather. Ooh, and I have a nice tan egg. Here, we'll put these down for a second. What do you got in here? This one I think is starting to go broody. Oh, she's got 2. Oh, 3. I am still getting these teeny eggs. I don't know. I'm hoping they get bigger. So we got 5 so far. Let's see if there's any more. She hasn't laid one yet, but now I'll remember what egg I find in there, so I'll know who's laying. And I see another girl over here in the corner. Let's see. Oh, hey mama. We've got a Sussex down here getting ready to lay an egg. Release her bee. Oh goodness. I got everybody watching me here. Hey girls and boys. Whole gang. The whole gang is in here in the shade for the most part. But so the cool thing is my ducks have kind of slowed down and they're laying. Some of them are molting, but I'm still getting a few eggs. So guys, I'm trying to film here. So normally a duck egg comes out. My Harlequin ducks lay these white eggs, and duck eggs have a waxy coating on them. But the exciting news is my Indian runner ducks have started to lay. And the cool thing about that is the runner ducks lay a green egg. So I have in my pocket here, let's see. Hey everybody, got some more. Look at this. I've got 3 Indian runner duck eggs. Now you can definitely tell a duck egg from a chicken egg because of that waxy coating that they have. So these green ones are definitely not chicken eggs. And I found them, some of them I found outside in the weeds where sometimes the ducks lay. And some of them I found with the other duck eggs on the ground. The chickens generally like to lay in the nest boxes. So yeah, so we have Indian runner ducks that are laying, and we've got these really cool green eggs. So the Easter egg theme of the videos is continuing this week with some more new colorful eggs. Very excited about that. I want to give a quick update on our little pumpkin. Out of all my pumpkin plants, I have 2 pumpkins that are forming. And this is the first one that started, and it's the one I've shown you before. And here it is. It's growing still. I moved it onto this piece of wood because it was staying kind of wet on the ground from where I watered it. And this morning there were some snails on it, and I don't want them. You can see there's a tiny bit of damage. I don't know if that was from a slug or a rodent, but I put it up on this board, hopefully to keep it off the soil and keep the snails off. So we'll see how that works. But I have this one lonely pumpkin in this patch, and then I have one other really small one growing up in a pot in the driveway, and I can show you that too. So I'm up here in the driveway garden, and I wanted to show you that other little pumpkin that is forming, and it's growing. I have it growing in a grow bag. So I have these fabric grow bags, which are really cheap to buy, and they work pretty well. So I have this one little pumpkin here that has grown all through the pots, and we have one little fruit forming right here, hanging here. So I don't know, it's gonna get pretty heavy. I'm gonna pull my zinnias down, but yeah, so that's pumpkin number 2. We'll see if we get any more. But it's growing pretty quickly, so we'll see. I don't even know if it's a pumpkin or a winter squash, but we shall see. And while we're out here, we might as well look at how my little garden's doing. Things are really kind of doing well this week. I've been watering a lot. We got this beautiful dahlia here. These sad little things have passed, but they're going to seed, and these are the salpoglossus, and I've been saving the seeds. So next year I'm gonna grow some more. I'm gonna try. But borage is going insane. It's huge, covered in flowers. My mountain mint is budding, so I'm excited to see what that's gonna do. Oh, and another exciting thing, my green beans are pretty much getting ready to pick here. Like, I have some that are totally pickable. So I think for dinner tonight, we're having some green beans. And that's also in one of these fabric grow bags. Some new blooms. We've got this beautiful cosmos. Look at that. It's got like an iridescence to it, and the ruffly petals. It's really... I'm going to save seed from this one too, because I really like this color. We've got my Tithonia, which is a Mexican sunflower, started blooming. More zinnias. All my trees are still doing well. More zinnias and asters and Joe Pyeweed, which the bees really like. I have one of these big marigolds is finally budding. This has been here for months and really slow. So we'll see. This is another one of my this year's favorites, which is a spotted bee balm or monarda. And it is I believe it's a perennial, so I'm going to put this in the ground. It's in a pot right now. And I'm definitely going to grow more of this. The bumblebees love it. It's really interesting looking. I just love the shape and the color. So yeah, we got a lot. This little zinnia in full bloom. Another Joe Pyeweed. We've got lots. I've got this. These things came up from seed in my my sad bay tree, which I do not know what's wrong with this bay tree. I don't know if it's the sun, but I've had it in sun before and it has not burned up and died. But it's looking really, really rough. I think what I'm going to do is bring it in for the winter, chop it way back, and see if it regrows, because I'm pretty bummed. I've had this for years and years. But we'll see. But it has all these little things that came up in the soil. So I've got this, like, looks like some kind of verbena. Whatever this is. all sorts of little weeds, but they're kind of interesting. But the verbena, I'm excited to see. It's got a bud. More sunflowers. This is another one I'm going to save seed from. This zinnia is just intense. The color is so bright, and it's just such a pile of flowers. So I'm definitely going to grow this one again. I don't remember what type it is. I don't think I still have the seed packet. But I'm definitely going to try to grow that again. Got another cosmos over here, which is pretty. It's pretty. It's not as cool as the other one, but it's pretty. Finally getting some blooms out of this. Blue salvia, which is just not doing as well as I expected. Here's another one of those little zinnias. And my bronze fennel is gotten really tall, and it is flowering. So I will try to save some seed from this too, because I really do love the bronze fennel. And if you plant it in the soil, it can get huge. I had some in our old garden that was, 7 feet tall. Really cool. And it spreads seed and comes back and self-seeds. Now, this is what's going on with my hummingbird feeders. The honeybees are draining them down, and the hummingbirds have to kind of fight to get at them. But the hummingbirds are still here, so I've been really keeping up with the feeders. Oh, there's a hummingbird right now. I don't know. Maybe I can sneak over. Is it going to leave? It's going to leave before I get over there. We'll see. But the hummingbirds are still here. I don't think they'll be here much longer. So I'm keeping those feeders full, getting them ready, cleaning them every day, and making sure they're full so those hummingbirds are well fueled for their migration. Oh, and this is open today. The first time. This is my swamp milkweed I grew from seed. Let me smell it. Not much scent. But yeah, that's awesome. And my tomatoes are doing something. They're still green, but they're getting a little color. And my zucchinis have petered out. I don't know. I got one zucchini this week, and I think that, I don't know, there's no more flowers forming. I don't know if it's the cool nights, because it's been pretty chilly at night up here. So I don't know if I'll get any more, but we'll see. But it's looking really pretty still. Still doing well.
I'm up here next to the pasture, the west side of the property, right near the neighbor's line. And it's the apple tree that I'm next to, the golden kind of apples that you might have seen in the little video that Matt gave the apple tour. This has become one of my favorite apple trees because I think it is a variety called Ginger Gold. I looked up a list of like 25 different varieties in Maine, and it appears to look like that, and it matures early in August. Sorry, the screen has hair on it. This apple tastes what I think is delicious. Matt thinks they're far too tart. It's kind of like a blending of a Granny Smith and maybe a Golden Delicious, but it has a good texture and I like it. Unfortunately, most of them are past and they are at my feet. And we missed some really good ones. We didn't realize they were going to mature so early. And some of those apples on the ground are huge and I am sad. But there's a few up there above my head. So I wanted one for breakfast. So I concocted this stick. And I am attempting to use this stick. Oh, I just made it shorter to grab this apple. And come on, apple. I want to eat you. Oh, so close. Ah! Got it. And I know this is the one that it was. All right. I'm washing it on my shirt as you do. That was a good apple. All right. The other reason I'm out here, I'm gonna go in the shade here, is because I'm cataloging the apple trees. So I'm using this app called Tree Map. I think it would tell me the name of it. I downloaded it the other day. It's from University of Texas. Maybe I need to look this up. That's pretty pathetic. Texas A&M University. That's who it was. So they created this app to track trees. And you can see on here, maybe you can't. All these yellow dots are the fruit trees on the property. So right now I'm only cataloging the fruit trees, not the nut trees. The hazelnuts are scattered about, and I'll add those to the map eventually. But as it is, I'm going through the yard, I'm moving the phone, using GPS to get as close to the trunk as I can. And then the information that it records is, there's a number of things that it records. Crew, so I guess this is for managing land with a lot of trees and you have different crews. And it has you catalog the land use, whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, park, or vacant, and the site, cutout, median, front yard, backyard. So I'm cataloging all of this. You also have the tree inches and the condition and the maintenance program that you've got it on. So I just really want to map of the property, and eventually I'll add the species once we know them. This ginger gold variety that we believe it is the only real one that we can kind of recognize right now. The rest of them are more traditional, maybe Macintosh, maybe Gala, or something in that family. So once I go through and catalog where these all are, there's maybe 20 trees. And my criteria are that the tree has to be bearing fruit. So I don't want to catalog the younger trees that aren't bearing fruit. Although if it's an older tree and it's no longer bearing fruit, like a number of them are out there in their overgrown pastures, so they're not getting the light they used to. Those trees I'm also going to catalog because they're obviously apple trees. But the younger ones, primarily because a younger apple tree is going to be growing from an apple, and then you're not controlling the variety of the apple. So we're going to just bet that the older trees are cultivated varieties that are growing on rootstock from a more robust rootstock, but not a variety to want to eat. So anyway, I don't know a lot about apples, so I'm not going to teach you anything. But this is what I'm doing. I'm going around and cataloging each of the trees. So there's 3 right here that I know I need to catalog. And I've already gotten all the ones that are adjacent to the house and in the immediate area. So my next task is to go out into the back fields and to get those as well. Okay, so the first part of the second meadow I just did, there are 5 trees here that we didn't really know about a couple days ago. So some of them are relatively big. This one up here is filled with apples. I didn't try any of the apples. Let's see. Oh, there's some good ones to try here. Let me hop up and grab one. Yep, let's see. Yep, same as the last one. Crispy. Kind of like a Macintosh. I can't wait to get all these tested so we know what kind we have. But this is fun. I'm back from my walk from my apple tree inventory, and I just wanted to show you what I did. And also, the app I'm using is called Tree Count, and it's been developed by the Texas A&M Forest Service. So that is how I'm cataloging the trees. And here is the results of what I did. So this is our property here, from here to, can you see it? From here to here. So about halfway back, you can see this dot here. That's like what we call the third meadow. And you can also filter this. So I'm going to filter by apple. Yeah. So that'll get rid of the plum and the pear trees that were in there. So these are the location of all the fruiting apple trees, and there are 36 total on the property. So you can see where they are all located now, and I'm going to go through eventually and figure out what kinds they all are. This is down here in the second meadow, so you can see I found 5 trees there. There's a couple more there, and then back here in the third meadow. So I thought this tree right in here was an apple, and I also thought there were some old apple trees in here, but I couldn't find any of them, and none of them had fruit. So that's the results of my preliminary inventory.
So I'm out here with my ladies here, my little piggies at the pig pen, and I think I'm guessing here, but I'm pretty convinced that the pigs have gone into heat. And I don't know much about pigs. These are the first pigs I've ever owned, but they've been acting a little kooky. And normally they are super quiet, super lazy. Here, I'm giving them some weeds. Look at them. But yeah, they've been tearing everything up, throwing their water bowl around everywhere. Today I found it over there behind the house, which they've never done before. They got this log and they rolled it all the way down from there. And Faye has been walking around doing this little squealing little sound and like exploring the edges of the pen. And they're just been a little wacky, and they've been very interested in each other's back ends. So I do think something's going on. They look a little puffy back there. So my girls are turning into young ladies. But we don't have a boar, and they're still too small. I would not breed them now anyway. But interesting. I love these pigs. They've been a lot of fun. Very easy so far to deal with. They're super gentle, very quiet, just very sweet all around. But they've been acting just a little goofy. And I'm pretty sure that they are in heat. So, we will get them. We'll get them a man. maybe next year I will look into getting a boar, and we'll see. But for now, they're single ladies that have a lot of growing to do before I would put them through a pregnancy. I would like them to be at least a year old before I would even consider. So, hopefully they don't try to get out of this pen. Huh? You gonna go hunting down a man? Oh, Layla and your little pink snoot. Layla and Faye. And they just are feeling feisty right now. That's my little piggy update for today. My girls are growing up.
Wah, wah. Yep. No, it didn't work. Look at. We drove it for 5 minutes. And we get this.
Stefano Montanari and Ariane play Madalena Sirmis
So,
third.
we have E. The temperature is E. And we have malfunction. So, bottom line is, problem's not fixed. I ordered another part. Come on, car. I ordered another part, the resistor. So what I read is that what I saw on some YouTube video is that oftentimes the fan blower, when that goes, it also makes the transistor, the resistor blow. So I ordered a new one. It comes Tuesday, and I'll put that in. Maybe you'll see that next week, and hopefully that'll work.
Do 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 do.
We have windows.
Oh, all right. We have windows. We have these windows actually completely finished in this room only. But we only have 12 more windows to do after this. So, but we have 3 fully completed. We've got these ones on the table. You can't really see. Working on, but look at this. Look at this. They open and they close, and they're so smooth. And then you can, for now, you can prop them up like this. But we are ordering some cool little
Sash stays
to hold up the windows. So we've got one room of windows complete. I've started the woodwork in the other room, and we've started some of the windows in that room, and then we have upstairs to go. It takes a long time. It's a lot of work. And these were the windows that Micah did most of the work for. Some of the other ones we're trying to do a few ourselves, learn how to do the glazing, and ones that were in better shape than the ones we had to have Micah fix for us.
And when we say Micah, we mean Micah Winship of Overstory Restoration in Eastport. So.
Yes. So that is the update right now on the windows, and we're working hard to slowly get the rest of them done. And that's it for this week.
That's it.
So we really appreciate you guys watching, and tune in next Sunday for another exciting episode of Life on Pumpkin Ridge. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or things you want to share. Yeah. So see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.